When you're creating your own digital TV network, the first thing you've got to figure out is decide what is your focus. If you are an automotive website and previously all you've done is text news articles and you're primarily about reviews of cars, then you need to have videos where it's just you reviewing cars, and it can be similar content to what you're doing in your news articles, but I wouldn't recommend reading. More on that in some later videos. But you've got to decide your editorial focus. Now, you may be a subject matter expert on personal development. That can cover a lot of different things, but if people come to your website, your YouTube channel, or they find you syndicated on AOL or other places, they need to know when they see you, you're going to be talking about some aspect of personal development. It gets confusing if one day you're talking about exercise and the next day you're talking about finances, unless you have something that really ties it all together. So define your niche, and then you've got to own that niche. The problem so many people have when they try to start doing videos is they spend so much time on the first video and polishing it and re-editing it and all this futzing around, and then they don't do another one for a month, and they go back to look at their first video and it had 3 views, so they figure, nobody wants video. That's not the lesson. The lesson is you need more content on a regular basis. You do need to decide what the editorial output is going to be. What is your calendar? I would highly recommend you do at least 2 videos per week. Now, I often do 10, 20 videos a day. You don't have to do that many. But I can tell you what does not work is if you just do one video whenever you feel like it. You'll never build an audience, whether it's on YouTube, your website, or other websites, and people won't build a relationship with you. Why does the Today Show have a large audience? Because people know they can watch the Today Show every day for the last 50 years. They know where to find it. There's that regularity. Why do so many people read the New York Times? Well, because they've been reading it every day of their lives, or since they became adults. It's that consistency. So I would urge you, pick an editorial schedule. If you tell yourself, well, I'm just going to do a video whenever I feel like it, believe me, you'll never feel like it. You need to create video content on a regular basis, and you need to cover everything within your niche. If it's stamp collecting, that's one thing. If it's crisis communications for the energy industry, that's another. Now, more about editing in a moment. Did you notice how I just stumbled over the word energy? If you hold yourself to the standards of, I can't possibly make a mistake, I have to edit each word out just right, you'll never finish a video. That's why I recommend treat each video as if you are live on the Today Show, and don't redo it. Don't edit it. Just talk to people as long as you have good information. The fact that you stumble over a word like energy, as I just did, won't really matter. What's more important is that you really have a passion for your niche, that you care about it, and that you can give other people a sense of what's important that they need to know, why they need to know it, and that you are a reliable source of information. That's what needs to come through. People need to pick up on that every single time they come to one of your videos. It needs to be abundantly clear. So make sure people have a clear sense of what your content is all about, what your point of view is all about. When people come to my regular news commentaries, they know what it's about. Now, they might not like everything I say. They certainly are not going to agree with me all the time, but they know if they come to my primary YouTube channel, they're going to find a quick summary of a controversial news story, followed up with an analysis from an intelligent, progressive standpoint, and a conclusion, an opportunity for them to weigh in. So there's no confusion about it. It allows me to build a relationship with the audience. So no matter who you are, a large corporation, a one corporation, just one person, it's not going to matter. What matters is that you have good content. Now, as you may have noticed, what I'm doing is simple talking head video. I do recommend that for most people most of the time. Now, if you want to do fancy edited video, lots of graphics, B-roll, you can still do that. But I'm a big believer that any organization or individual should also be doing plenty of simple talking head video. And I'll explain more about that in one of our future videos coming up in this list.